Welcome to my kitchen. I'm Pam Uten, Family and Consumer Science Agent with the North Carolina Cooperative Extension Program here in Cabarrus County. Today we're going to have some fun as we do a simple and quick recipe that's nutritious and healthy and features our local produce because we want to emphasize buying in season. But before we actually get into our recipe, I wanted to share just a quick thought from Mark Allison, the Director of Culinary Nutrition at our research campus. And his quote is, "Cooking at home would change the health of the nation." We may not be changing the health of the nation by cooking at home, but we certainly can change the health of our county by doing quick and easy recipes that are healthy, featuring local produce. Let's now get to the kitchen. The star of the show today is going to be a juicy North Carolina watermelon. And when you are using a watermelon, you really want to make a good effort to wash it very completely. Some people think, oh, I don't need to worry about that. But yes, we really want to wash the watermelon very completely and dry it off. Then, as you're looking at your watermelon, don't be concerned if you see an area that's a little bit brownish or lighter in color. That's a good thing. That just tells you that the farmer has let the watermelon ripen in the field, and this is what we want when we're buying local North Carolina watermelons. To make the recipe today, which is going to be watermelon pizza, bet you've never had that before, we're going to start by cutting about a 1-inch slice in our seedless watermelon. And we want to use we would like for it to be seedless just because it'll be prettier in the long run. So I'm not going to take the time to cut a whole slice, but we're cutting about a 1-inch slice of a juicy red watermelon. And I've already placed it over here on a platter, so we'll be ready to enjoy our pizza in just a few minutes. So our first step is purchasing a local watermelon, washing it, drying it, and slicing it about 1 inch thick. Then we're going to make kind of the pizza sauce, but it's going to be maybe a little different than what you've had before. I already have in my bowl a 1/2 cup of ricotta cheese, and I've added 1/4 cup of softened cream cheese. Next, I'm going to add about a tablespoon of good old local North Carolina honey. In fact, this is honey that my husband has harvested in the mountains. So we're excited to be featuring his local honey today. And as you see, it's very nice and thick, and it's a little bit slow to come out. But we're getting a good tablespoon of local North Carolina honey. And we'll add that to our mixture. And it's starting to look good. And then we'll add about a 1/2 cup, more if you like, of vanilla. Excuse me, I said a 1/2 cup. I meant a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. Whisk it up or mix it up, and it's really easier if this is a little bit softer before you get started, and it's real easy to mix. A lot of people may have never tried the ricotta cheese with cream cheese on a fruit, but this is something that really could be used on other fruits as well. So we're going to take a little time and just mix it fairly well. Try to get those lumps out, get that honey distributed, and get the vanilla mixed in. Smelling good. Now the fun begins. We're going to cover the slice of watermelon with our sauce mixture. And of course this will make enough for several slices of watermelon. But we're just bringing the ricotta cheese, cream cheese, vanilla, and honey to the edge of our watermelon. And I love watermelon, juicy, nutritious, thirst quenching, perfect summertime dessert or treat. Now, we're going to take advantage of the local fruit and produce that's so popular right now in our area. Before we add the fruit though, we're going to add some toasted coconut across the watermelon. And you toast coconut simply by turning your oven to about 350 and toasting it for about 7 to 10 minutes as you're getting a crisp texture and a little bit of a brownish texture. Next, we're going to add some locally grown mint, which is a pretty treat for all of us. Okay. Now, I found it a little bit easier if we go ahead and cut the pizza now, because it will make it easier to distribute the vegetables. And since this is a smaller piece or a smaller slice of pizza, I guess I'm just going to do 4 slices instead of 6. If you have a big surface, of course you can do more. And I'm going to go ahead and spread these apart so we can kind of make sure that we get our fruit on evenly. So now we've got our mint, our cream sauce, and we're ready to start adding our summer delights. First, we're adding blueberries. And the nice thing about blueberries, you can buy them in advance, keep them in your refrigerator for about a week. They are so nutritious. They are just a treat on cereal, all kinds of toppings, used with chicken, all kinds of things we can do with locally grown blueberries. And there's no real pattern to this. I like blueberries, so I'm going to have a lot of blueberries on here. The next thing we're going to add is some blackberries. Yummy local blackberries. These blackberries are so big and pretty. I've cut them in half to make them more in proportion, I think, to the fruit pizza or the watermelon pizza. Okay, here we're coming with beautiful blackberries that are seedless, and we have a blackberry farmer in our county that grows seedless watermelons, and you can certainly find them at our local farmers market. Next, we're going to add some raspberries, and raspberries are definitely a delight, but they're probably the most tender of these fruits. You can only really purchase them a day or so before you use them, because they, once they're washed, they do wilt. So I think we've got everything on our pizza, and just for fun, we'll sprinkle some coconut around to dress it up a little bit more. And let's sprinkle some more fruit around too to dress it up some, especially these luscious big blackberries. I've just had so much fun doing this. Wouldn't this be fun to do with your grandchildren or to do for a special occasion? All right. It's looking delicious. I think that's a work of art. And how long did that take to prepare this delicious watermelon pizza, which will be a perfect summertime treat using local fruits? I hope you've enjoyed visiting in Pam's Kitchen, and we'll see you again soon.